Girls, so this is going to be a pretty easy drawing to start with, but you have to follow the directions and you have to make sure that you're using the steps so you can use the horizon line and show things that are further away toward the top of your paper that'll look like they're back in the distance. Then things will get a little bit bigger as you get to the bottom of your paper, and that will look like it's closer. So I'm going to follow the directions from the OLS PDF, and I'm also going to look at a couple of reference photos. I'm going to look at the one that says, "He that tilleth his land shall be satisfied." It's the one that has like cows in the front and a little fence and people walking down the little path. And I'm also going to be looking at a photograph that I included on your slide, so that I'm going to use kind of both of those to see if I can add some things in to the picture. So it says to make sure your paper is horizontal. So this is what's called vertical or portrait orientation. Turn it so that it goes the long, wide way. And this is called landscape position. And we're actually drawing a landscape, so it actually totally relates to what you're doing. So make sure it's this way. Then you're going to draw a horizon line. This is going to be kind of like where the end of where the road is going to lead to. Now you can draw your horizon line in the middle and still add things at the top like hills, but normally the horizon line divides the ground plane from the sky plane. So I'm going to do mine really, really lightly because there should be hills. I don't think we should have too many straight lines in the picture. If we wanted to make it exactly like the "He that tilleth his land" painting, there is like two planes. There's one that goes across, kind of like this, if you guys can see that, and then there's another hill kind of above that, and then there's like buildings in front of that, and then there's a fence down here that goes kind of straight across. So you can start out kind of by making your horizon line, if you're going to have hills, kind of like two lines around the same area. If I wanted to, I could make a line that just went straight across like this. So you can also do that. It says make it somewhere between the middle and the top of the paper, so nothing lower than up here. Draw farm buildings such as farmhouses, barns, sheds, and chicken houses. Use the illusion of space to draw some close and some far away. The buildings that are closest should be drawn very large and low on the paper. These buildings should have many details so that since you can see them better, you should be able to see all those little details. The siding, the roof, shingles, rock foundation, so that means little stones that goes around the bottom of the house. Then the ones that are far away are smaller and higher up, and you won't be able to see as many of the details, so that's because they're further away. So you would just see basically like a one plain color for the roof, maybe a little tiny chimney, but not much of the details. Like you wouldn't see the bricks or anything like that. You may not see the actual shingles on the house or the siding. So things like that, you wouldn't see as many details. Once you're done with that, you're going to add farm animals like horses, cows, dogs, cats, pigs, chickens. I'm sure you guys know other farm animals. You're welcome to add them if you would like to. You don't have to include any specific ones. You can choose which ones you want to show. And you can add fences, crops, which would be plants, right, like vegetables and things growing, and people working, and then add your trees. So everything you should do kind of lightly at this step. That way you can erase things that are overlapping because you are going to be adding a lot of overlapping. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my picture. I'm going to fast forward it from this point onward, and then you guys will just do the same kind of process. So you don't have to copy what I'm drawing. You can look at pictures. You can try to copy what you see in photographs or in the other paintings. I'm just going to do what I do. You don't have to copy me. You can just copy the process. So drawing them out, and then you're going to leave that for part 2.